All right, well, we're getting ready for match number 2 on day number 6, and we've got another enthralling encounter right here on our hands. The Nutmeg Warriors and the Clove Challengers, and the two captains are here. The match referee, Mr. Carlisle Felix, is here. So let's go to the coin toss immediately. Preston McSween has the coin. The call is heads from Roland Cato, and it's head. Cato, you won the toss. What's your decision?
We're going to have a bowl first.
You're going to have a bowl first on this wicket. All right. What kind of total you're looking at this time around?
We're looking to restrict them. Anything under 100 will be fine with us. Should be fine with us.
All right. All right. Well, you've been going pretty well. A very close one yesterday or the day before it was against the Bayleaf Blasters. And you got some runs again. You've been among the runs and picking up some good form. You want to continue with that when it's your turn to bat?
Yeah, started off decently in the first game. In the second game, I got some runs, so it's all about trying to build. Cricket is a funny game. Sometimes I get in, sometimes I don't get. When I get in, I'm trying to carry on as far as possible. But all in all, I think that is a good team effort last game. Myself and Fletcher got out, and the guys came in and did the job. So.
All right, well, you've got a very good bowling attack, and you're going to rely on that bowling attack this afternoon first up.
Yeah, we're going to back the bowlers. We have one change. Josh Thomas goes out and Isaiah comes in, so let's see how that works.
All right. Well, we wish you all the best when your turn comes outside there. And let's bring in Preston McSween. Preston McSween, the Clove Challengers. You're going to have a bat first on the surface.
Yes, please, because that's the decision we have also come with, to bat first. The batsman hasn't been having the best time, but I still believe that our greatest chance is batting first and score as much runs as possible and then defend it.
All right, well, you've been doing pretty well in this tournament so far. As a matter of fact, you guys are at the top of the table, the Clove Challengers, and you've been doing pretty well this season.
I mean, we're trying still for the balance of the team because I don't feel like we reached it quite yet, but I'm backing my players because this draft I actually get the players that I wanted, so I'm just working with them and make sure that, whatever it is that I need to do to win, I'll be, on the first step for that purpose.
What's a good limit to put on them today?
Well, it's a high scoring track, so 120 is still in my mind. Once you could bowl a team under 120, I believe they stand a great chance in the game.
All right, well, we wish you all the best. Thanks a lot for joining us, and we see you in the middle in just a little bit. That's the story, everybody. Let's go back upstairs because the players are getting ready, and we're coming outside here to have a good knock on the surface. The Clove Challengers are coming out to have a bat. That is a landmark in this beautiful parish of St. David in St. George. Yep, that's the Catholic Church, the Piti Esperance Catholic Church. And that is at the top of the hill, cascading down into the greenery, green vegetation, and overlooking this wonderful, pristine playing field here, the Lassagers playing field. The Clove Challengers are out in the middle, and the Nutmeg Warriors are going to have a bowl first. They won the toss, and they sent in the Clove Challengers to bat. That's the story here. We're getting ready for the start of this one. And immediately the Clove Challengers serve up a boundary to open the activities today, this afternoon actually. In this encounter, the Clove Challengers, of course, they've been playing particularly well over the last couple of days. And Roland Cato and the Nutmeg Warriors, they're going to have a lot to do to try and contain these Clove Challengers. A very balanced team they are.
Yeah, very much so. A balanced unit for the Clove Challengers. Quite interesting. I'm seeing Haston Jackson as the man partner in Javed Hazard. So not the opening pair that we're accustomed to. Jackson being sent up the order.
They've been playing pretty well, so maybe this is the opportunity for them to try and make things up, give everybody a knock, see what everybody has up there. The more batting that they get, of course, the better the team would function. The full ensemble needs to be tested, and maybe that's what Preston McSween has in mind. So Haston Jackson and Javed Hazard opening, and Alex Moses has the new ball. He's operating from the main pavilion end. Nutmeg Warriors been playing some good cricket. These two teams are basically sitting at the top of the table right now. Clove Challengers and the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, they're pretty. I think the Nutmeg Warriors, they are in second position. And the Clove Challengers, they would be third. Let me just ensure that I have the correct information. But they are at the top there.
So Haston Jackson is on 5. Javed Hazard is on 1. Looking to go straight back over the bowler, but mistiming it. Good variation in the pace from Alex Moses. The Nutmeg Warriors looking to at least limit these Clove Challengers to under 100. That's according to Roland Keto.
Right. Well, to let you know, Nutmeg Warriors, they are in third, and Clove Challengers are in fourth, mid-table.
Easy single.
So it's a mid-table crash, Jason. The 2 points, they're both looking for 2 points to really get themselves closer to the top of the table.
Same thing.
So the Cinnamon Pacers, they lead the table. They're on 6 points. The Ginger Generals on 5. Nutmeg Warriors, they're on 5. And the Clove Challengers, they're on 3 points.
The weather has held up very nicely over the last couple of days. But we're in the midst of the hurricane season, so that could change with little or no warning. The hurricane season, of course, runs from June 1st to November 30th. And because we're in the season of wind and water, anything can happen with little or no notice at all.
Yeah, I think we've seen that on... We saw that come into play when we had brilliant sunshine on Sunday, and on Monday it was rain galore.
No Josh Thomas in this lineup for the Nutmeg Warriors. Isaiah Simon is in together with Enoch Toussaint. John Olive is in. Alex Moses, Daniel McDonald, Andre Fletcher, Jamal Francis, Shadrach Descartes, Roland Cato, Javon Andrew. That's the full 11. Oh, wow. The Clove Challengers wouldn't mind this. What should have been a quick one turned into an easy 2 and then a comfortable 4.
Yeah, 4 easy runs there. Pretty powerful throw coming in from the boundary, eluding keeper Andrew way over his head. And they get another couple.
Oh, that's exquisite. That's excellent. That was magnificent.
Yeah, that's Aston Jackson for you. A really quality cricketer. He can open the innings as we see. And really played that one nice and late, found the gap, and fielder there just has to retrieve.
Good comeback, good lifting delivery from Francis. Francis, that is the end he loves to bowl from. He loves to bowl from the riverbank end, but he has had more success coming from the pavilion end. But he does generate a lot of pace, this young man.
Yeah, quite a handy medium pace bowler is Francis. Left armer gets the ball to go across the right hander, as we saw when he picked up these two quick wickets, bowling Harry Campbell around his legs.
Slower delivery, well picked, well timed, and that's just beautiful.
Yeah, good thinking, but execution was off. The slower delivery needed to touch down a bit earlier. Batsman had all the time in the world to see the slower delivery, and any bat through that vacant mid-wicket area will turn out to be four.
Without loss at the end of over number 2. These power plays, they've got to be taken full advantage of, because the team that gets off best in the power plays generally goes on to win a lot of these matches at least 90% of the times. So these power plays, they're very critical. 4 overs in the power plays, not much time, so you've got to take full advantage of them, and very quickly.
Yeah, I quite agree with you. You want to make sure that you get some sort of momentum so that the batters coming in can have something to swing at.
Swing and gone. That was clubbered for 4. Javed Hazard, you heard the sweetness of the bat on that one.
Yeah, excellent shot. Really stood tall and just flayed the hands through the ball. It rocked it to the boundary. The fielder had no chance.
Well, this time he's gone with Moses backward a square. This is going to go all the way. Surely one bounce. That's, oh no, it went all the way for 6. Yes. Well, all the way for 6. That's a maximum good hit.
Yeah, Hazard really getting some momentum into his innings now. Seems we know him to be a pretty aggressive straight hitter of the ball, but showing his ability to play 360 cricket.
Oh, that's beautiful, brutal. Good comeback from Alex Moses.
Yeah, this is what most fast bowlers will do to you when they're dispatched. Let you know that you got to smell that leather. This ain't no joke out here. What I enjoyed about it is that it was well directed.
Goes with him again. Another 4. This time over mid-on. And that's 4 more.
Challengers bolting out the gates. They're rushing and rushing quickly.
He's got good footwork, this Javed Hazard. He's very quick on getting into position. If you take a look at his footwork, he always finds himself in the best position. Let's see what Moses will do. Oh, he's beaten him. Slower delivery. And Hazard was very lucky on that occasion.
Yeah, good thinking there from Moses. Serving up the shorter deliveries and just sneaking in the slower baller. Just getting it over the stump. a little bit lower, and the timber would have been rattled.
Looking to go for the big one again. That brings up the end of the over. After 3, the Clove challengers are 33 without loss.
Yeah, good position to be in with 1 over remaining in the power play. 33, you get another 11 as they have gotten. Will bring them to at least 45, 44, 45. Anything beyond that after the power play, you take that and you smile.
Well, Shadrach Descartes is going to come into the attack now for the Nutmeg Warriors. He's coming from the riverbank end. A lot of switching up taking place here with Roland Cato, because the Descartes would usually bowl from the pavilion end. He likes to bowl from that end. So just maybe the Nutmeg Warriors are using the opportunity to do some experimenting as well.
Yeah, they need to look at the combinations, look at, what the guys can do when called upon. So at whichever end you're called upon to bowl, you have to be able to, respond. And so the only how you can do that effectively is if you get the opportunity to change ends and get accustomed to them.
Haston Jackson is on 17. Javed Hazard is on 15. Going pretty much even. Just over 10 runs and over.
Yeah, well, I mean, I look. If you feel you can make it, you do the right thing, eh? Yeah, if you feel you can make it, you do the right thing. Yes.
He's beaten for pace there. A lot of pace, Shadrach Descartes. He's very capable of pushing through the faster one.
Yeah, he's very experienced, is Descartes, and he's bringing all his experience to this game. I think he understands the situation with some 34 after the 3.3. He knows that his over is very crucial in terms of stemming the tide that has been washing up.
Well, it's wonderfully played, but just one. Sort of mistimed it, I think, too.
Well, another pace-off delivery from Descartes. Has that almost getting caught out, but waited it just long enough to make sure that he got a good connection. And that happens when you're able to keep your eyes on the ball for as long as needed.
Oh, that's just awesome. Expertly guided for 4.
Yeah, Jackson really in that mode where he's just looking elegant, just placing that one nicely. 2 fielders there, and he was able to thread it between them both. And another boundary he brings up.
Quicker delivery this time. But the batsman equal to the task and stealing a single.
In the context of what has been happening, I think a Pretty quiet over by Descartes. Despite the one boundary, he's only gone for 5. And the score moves on rather to 40 without loss. So at the end of the power play, 40 without loss, I think will represent a good start for the Clove Challengers.
Hey, work, Spice. That's it.
Oh, again. Oh, majestic. Majestic. This is the sign of a batsman in form, Haston Jackson.
Yeah, you look at his positioning in terms of hitting that shot and getting really good power behind it. That's a beauty to watch.
He's gone again. He's gone again. Haston Jackson is in good form this afternoon.
Moving expertly, you notice how he transferred the weight there, Jason, to really stay on top of that one, which bounced a little bit more than the first delivery, but he was so much in good position that he was able to get the hands over it and still get it through the gap. Beautiful going by Jackson.
Andre Fletcher, the bowler,
Work, Spice. Work, Spice.
going for 8 already off his first 2 deliveries. 4. He's tempting and teasing. Haston Jackson.
Working, Spice. Working, Spice.
Andre Fletcher. He's a very deceptive bowler at times. There's a faster one going into him.
When Fletcher has that ball in his hands, you always have to keep your eyes on him.
Ah, well, he's kept his eyes on it, and he's going to look at it sailing back over his head and onto the roof of the commentary booth for 6.
Yeah, that's a good, strong, powerful shot by Jackson. He really got a good meat behind that and depositing it onto our roof. There he goes, just getting those hands through it really nicely. Good, powerful hit.
More runs here off Andre Fletcher's bowling. Andre Fletcher is coming with a high price this afternoon. His first over has gone for 15.
Yeah, really, in the context of Fletcher bowling, I think this might be one of the most expensive overs that he has bowled so far.
Jackson has not been too kind to him. 2 elegantly struck 4s. An ugly, brutal, nasty blow for 6. And then a single. And Haston Jackson has moved up to 36 of only 22 deliveries.
Yeah, that's the sort of player that he is. He's really a hard hitter of the cricket ball. When he's on song and timing it really well, there's no more beautiful sight than him clearing the ropes and really piercing the gaps. That's Haston Jackson for you. Just needs to take time and make sure that he gets himself set, and you will see an array of shots coming out.
Javed Hazard is neatly poised on his bat. He's on 16. He's enjoying the action from the other end. McDonald is in on the attack now for the Warriors. And he's in. And he goes. So the 50 coming up. 55 without loss. Notice there, he's keeping his eyes on the ball. Huston Jackson, he has kept his eyes on the ball all the way through and making clean connection. Oh, a direct hit. And they're asking questions of the umpire, but it was safe. Jackson was always safe. Good rotation of the strike from the Nutmeg Warriors. Even though some of the deliveries are not coming off the meat of the bat, they're still able to steal a couple of singles here and there. And that's important for them.
Yeah, very much so.
Wicket keeper Javon Andrew showing some nippy work behind the stumps. It's a good batting, good running. The Nutmeg Warriors are paying the price here for some sloppy fielding. They're paying the price. Good afternoon to Kitty Mitchell, Jamila Lewis. She's online viewing as well. Reminding your friends that you can share. There's no charge for sharing the live. That's the end of over number 6. 64 without loss. So they've taken advantage of the power play. Maybe they would have felt that they could have gotten maybe another 10 or 15 runs, the Clove challengers, from the power play. But after the power play, 2 overs after the power play, they've still kept up with a pretty decent scoring rate. Huston Jackson is on 44 and Javed Azad is on 16. And Extras is on 4.
Yeah, they've really done well, the Clove challengers, to keep, pace with the start that they had. They would look to maximize these next 4 overs. You have wicket in hand. The batsman can go and go hard, look to clear the boundary on a regular basis and see how you can maybe chalk up a 130, 140.
Andre Fletcher is going to come back now. He has a maximum of 2 overs that he could bowl. His first over went for 15. Huston Jackson took a liking to him. He's one of the players on reserve for the West Indies for the ICC T10 Cricket World Cup. He's trying his best to keep himself in good form. Oh, that was a close attempt there. One going down. And a chance going down there. Take a look at it. Oh, that should have been taken. At this level, you've got to take that.
Yeah, that was Isaiah Simon coming, missing out on a brilliant catch. Had to dive away. He was traveling.
What should have been?
What should have been? Taking it would have been a blinder.
The reverse sweep. Well, they're taking advantage of Andre Fletcher. They're trying to send him a message, letting him know that you're not a big-time bowler, so they're looking to go after him, trying to mix it up a little bit. Javed Hazard has moved on to 17, 66 without loss. Faster delivery and Fletcher's bowled him. Fletcher has bowled Haston Jackson for 45. Faster delivery.
Yeah, I was just about to say a lot depends on Fletcher here getting, a breakthrough, and he has gotten the breakthrough, inside edge onto the stump. Jackson goes.
Darren Ned will come out to the middle to join Javed Hazard. The wicket going down. Haston Jackson played on, bowled Andre Fletcher for 45 of 29 deliveries. Stood there for just under half hour, but the scoring rate was excellent. 7 fours, 1 maximum, which took out our receiver for a few seconds on top of the roof. And Haston Jackson, he has done his part with the bat. Clove challenges are 66 for 1.
Yeah, Ned coming in here will definitely be coming in with the instruction to keep the momentum or even up the ante a bit. And we know that he's a quality batter who can do that.
Again, they're asking questions of the umpire. A quicker one from Andre Fletcher, and yes, the umpire says you're gone. So Andre Fletcher's on a hat trick.
Yeah, again, Fletcher asking the questions. A little juggle there by Andrew, but he kept his eyes on it. Yeah,
thin outside edge. And, doesn't look too happy. Ned doesn't look too happy, but he doesn't look too happy, but the umpire says you're gone. He's complaining about some sort of deficiency with the bat. Maybe let's take another look at it again to see. But unfortunately, Ned has to go.
Yeah, double strike there by Fletcher. I really hoping that he can get his team back into this game. They have been played, I wouldn't say outplayed, but they have really been challenged by the Clove challengers.
Fletcher is on a hat trick. He's just picked up the wicket of Darren Ned, caught at the wicket without scoring first ball. And just before that, the quicker one, which Haston Jackson played on. So, Andre Fletcher, he's got 2 legal deliveries remaining. But this one is the one that would really count for him. If he does get a hat-trick here, well, this playing field will be too small for the shouts that you're going to hear from him. He's a very animated player. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Always exciting to watch. Brings the excitement all the time. Let's see. Doesn't get the hat trick. 1 run coming off the delivery. So Devani Smith registers his name and gives the scorer some work to do. Just 1. Just outside the off stump, enticing or trying to entice Javed Hazard, but Hazard would have none of it. And at the end of 7, these Clove challenges are 67 for 2, Clyde.
Yeah, 67 for 2. A bit of drop in the momentum. Fletcher, with these 2 quick wickets, have really set them back somewhat. They need to explode though. They have 3 overs in which to do so to ensure that they get at least over the 100, 110 mark, which will most likely represent a good total.
So McDonald comes back into the attack for his second over. His first over went for 8.
So Hazard, who has been out there for some 11 deliveries, but more importantly 32 minutes, should be paced with the wicket and would need to step up now and maybe clear the ropes a couple times.
The Spice Isle Dream 11 T10 tournament is widely viewed by a lot of our friends around the region. Oh, this one goes up hard, high, up, 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 and away. That goes all the way for 6. Javed Hazard, he's been there for a while, so he's going to see this as big as a breadfruit.
Yeah, that's exactly the role that he needs to play now to ensure that the Clove challengers get well over 100.
Keisha Otley, we see you. He's going with him again, looking to, but making no connection. And a missed stump opportunity there as well. The keeper just getting excited, seeing his eyes opening up. Saw free food. Didn't take advantage of it.
Yeah, that one is pushed through by McDonald. He saw Hazard coming and pushed it through a bit faster. The keeper couldn't hold on.
Square of the wicket. Score for 1. They come back for 2. Get it comfortably in the end. And 77 for 2. He's favoring that onside, Devonnie Smith. He's favoring the onside. And we've been graced with a feline as well.
Yeah, so
The Nutmeg Warriors has brought on another man onto the field. Well, another player onto the field.
I think they need to have him attired properly.
They're not going to take on the arm down there. Just one. And that brings up the end of the 8th over. They're going at an even 10 runs per over. The score is 80 for 2. The Clove challengers. And they're going pretty well so far. But you're thinking, Clyde, that they would have to step it up just a little bit, especially against an explosive batting lineup on paper of the Nutmeg Warriors?
Yeah, I quite agree with you there. 80 for 2 going at 10. You need at least 120 to really maybe put something in the back of the mind of Fletcher and the likes of K2 and these guys. You have quite a bit of batting for the Nutmeg Warriors, and not just batting but explosive batting.
What will K2 do here? Let's see. He's going to bring Descartes, this time from his favored end. Descartes loves the pavilion end particularly. His first over was from the riverbank end, which he didn't do too badly at all. It was very economical. He went for only 5 runs off his first over. Bowling from the end, he doesn't really like to bowl from that much. See what he can do here. Normally, you are always a little bit more attentive when things are not going your way. Try to be more assertive. Ah, well. Immediately, they've sent him back over cover for 4. 1 bounce 4.
Yeah, good shot by Smith. Got across, look at him move across, and just really got the hands through it. The width was already on offer by the bowler, and he just needed to place it and place it well, and that he did.
This one is going up hard, high. Will it carry? Will it go the distance? Yes, it just goes the distance. Fletcher is on the edge of the rope, and he couldn't hold on to it. It's just gone the distance. So, Devonnie Smith has now turned on the burner.
Yeah, and that is what is needed by the challengers. You need a couple of big overs here to really go off into the dressing room with the momentum in your favor.
See what he'll do here. This is more lash again. And another 2. So Devonnie Smith has taken a liking to Shadrach Discard. 12 runs coming off the over already.
Smith seems to be the busy of the 2.
Bouncer got into position. And just inside. So, Clove challengers have picked up a pace here. 94. They've rocketed to 94 in quick time. 94 for 2.
Yeah, really good innings by Smith so far. Has really put some impetus into that challengers innings.
He's going with Discard again. And it will go the full distance. Oh my. Well, that was some sloppy work down there in the deep. But Devonnie Smith wouldn't mind at all. Good use of the feet and whipped it away through the onside and picked up 4.
Yeah, fielder really not doing the business. Need to get down and get the hands to the ball.
Down the track again. But well, it's all happening here. What should have been a stop or a beautiful catch turned into another boundary. That's 4 more.
Yeah, really the Nutmeg Warriors not really holding true to what they should have. That should have been taken.
At the end of 9, the 100 comes up, 100 and 2 for 2. And the Nutmeg Warriors would certainly feel as though they're letting a few extra runs go by, which may very well come back to haunt them. Yeah. But it's been good use of the feet and good work by Devonnie Smith.
Yeah, Smith really coming in with some form. We saw him bring up a quick fire 50 in one of the earlier matches. And so he has continued in that rich vein of form, striking 29 in some 11 balls so far. Final over, they want to make sure that they keep it as tight as possible.
"22 runs coming off over number 9. Oh, that's a beating, isn't it? Toussaint will bowl the last over. Looking to manufacture something that isn't there. Hazard standing and just playing straight back the bowler. He would have gotten 4 runs. It was a straight delivery. Not pacey at all either.
Good start by Toussaint. Two different deliveries. Hazard will want to recognize that Smith has a bit of momentum going with him and want to get off the strike.
Well, this time he's made good connection with it. And the birds have taken evasive actions down in the deep in those trees down there. Another 6. So 3 legal deliveries remaining. Enoch Toussaint. To Javed Hazard. Well, if it's traveling that high and someone is down in the deep, that's the story. That's the end of him. He's caught out in the deep. And Hazard caught Fletcher. Bowled by Toussaint for 29.
Yeah, really simple, easy catch there by Andre Fletcher. Hazard not really getting the power that he got in the previous delivery. This one seemed to be a pace-off delivery from Toussaint, and he could just hold on to Fletcher. So good strike for Toussaint, trying to make sure that they restrict the Clove challengers who were moving at, I must say, the speed of Bolt.
He would have loved to stay there at the very end, but he had to go. Javed Hazard, the wicket falling at 108. Caught by Andre Fletcher, bowled by Enoch Toussaint. Going for 29. And McSween is looking to send him maybe over at the construction site behind the cricket grounds.
Got to make connection for that to happen, Jason.
Final delivery of the innings coming up here for the Clove Challengers. They're at 108 for 3. Slower delivery and bowled. Slower delivery and bowled. That's well done, young fella. Enoch Toussaint picking up 2 wickets in this over. And the young man showing why he has earned his pick in this game. And 2 important wickets he has picked up. And shattering the hardware.
Yeah, really good delivery. Batsman looking to maximize. He was going for broke there. And what was important, it was Yorker length pitching just around the feet of McSween, who really couldn't get back onto it.
Well, the Clove Challengers end on 108 for 4. And the top scorers in this one, Haston Jackson, he was bowled Fletcher with a quicker one that he played on for 45. The Hazard was caught Fletcher out in the deep. Bowled Enoch Toussaint in the last over for 29. Darren Ned, he was caught at the wicket by Javed Andrew of the bowling of Fletcher without scoring. Devonnie Smith, he's unbeaten on 29. And Preston McSween, he was bowled for duck in the last over, the last delivery of the innings. The Clove Challengers finishing on 108 for 4 in the bowling department. Well, it was a tough day for the Nutmeg Warriors. And in the wickets column, just 2 wickets for Andre Fletcher and another 2 wickets for the young fella Enoch Toussaint. Those were the 2 wicket takers. Fletcher taking 2 for 18 off his 2, and Toussaint taking 2 for 6 off his single over. And he ended up with the best bowling figures at an economy rate of 6 and picking up 2 wickets. So the young fella bowling the last over is the young man with the best bowling figures. And he's done pretty well. That's the score. The Nutmeg Warriors will chase 109 when they come back out in just a little bit. We see you in just under 5 minutes for the chase.
Dream 11 Special T10 Season 4. Feel the heat.
Gone, an absolute beauty.
June 8th to June 22nd. Organized by the Grenada Cricket Association. Venue, Las Suggest Playing Field, St. David. Teams in action. The defending champs, Saffron Strikers, Bayleaf Blasters, Clove Challengers, Cinnamon Pacers, Ginger Generals, and Nutmeg Warriors. 14 days of action.
Everybody can't wait for it to start.
30 matches.
Beautifully placed.
Top local and regional players.
Lovely timing.
One venue. Las Suggest St. David. Feel the heat. June 8th to June 22nd.
Well, Clove Challengers mounted 108 for 4 of their 20 overs with some explosive, clean hitting in the middle of the innings. And the Nutmeg Warriors, they've got a task on their hands because they've got to score 109. Runs on the board is runs to get. So the total they're looking for is 109. And the openers are out. Andre Fletcher and Roland Cato, the captain.
Well, a lot is expected, Jason.
Yeah. Preston McSween will have the new ball. A lot is expected from whom? Andre Fletcher particularly or Roland Cato?
Well, both players, I think they show that once they build momentum into the innings, then the team gets, you know, a really good placing, and we keep talking about the power play and how important it is. So to have two explosive batters with that sort of experience is very important for the Nutmeg Warriors.
All right, so Preston McSween just checking his run there. And he's going to be operating from the main pavilion end. Not a lot of runs to defend. They've been pretty tidy, just 5 extras of the Nutmeg Warriors, 5 extras as it relates to wides and no balls, but they gave away a few runs that were unnecessary in the field.
Yeah, I quite agree with you there. The discipline wasn't on point.
First delivery, McSween is spot on. Fletcher is watchful. Andre Fletcher, he's been having some consistent 40s. He's not going to take any chances with Preston McSween. He knows Preston McSween could get the ball to move away from the right-hander. He's opting to be very watchful. He's at 48. He's had a couple of 41s as well. Got 41 yesterday again, actually. So he is hitting the ball cleanly. He wants to go on to get above 50 or 60. Turned into the onside for 2.
Yeah, Fletcher really wants to assert himself as they...
Preston McSween not happy with what's happening in the field. He's telling them, you've got to run to the ball, hurry up, come on, make it quick. Because if they had done that, then Andre Fletcher would have been in trouble. Look at his reaction after this. You've got to speed it up. It's just in. Fletcher was just in. A half a step from the fielder outside and it would have been a different story.
Well, it may have been a different story because I don't think the keeper really collected it as clean as he should. So the tail of the tape may have been very much different.
He's made connection with it. Is it going to go the distance? No, it's hovering. And, missing it. That looks like Jackson. Haston Jackson getting under it, but the ball swirling and doing all sorts of things. And Fletcher survives.
Yeah, they need him to survive. Very well disguised slower delivery by McSween. Drew Fletcher into the shot. Fortunate for him, it was always leaving the fielder, who is Jackson, and seemed to be carrying some sort of injury from his batting innings. So covering the ground was a bit challenging for him.
He's clearly showing signs of discomfort, and he's heading to the boundary rope, so he might be coming off. He's showing signs of discomfort, and They're going to take him off. And immediately, substitute fielder comes on. That's Kazari Charles. So Charles comes on as Jackson limps off. While the physio is checking him, the game will continue.
Yeah, quite early in his batting in, and he got one just on the hip area, and I think it's still affecting him.
Preston McSween has 2 more deliveries in this first over. Fletcher has pierced the infield, and he has done so with brutality. 4 runs.
Yeah, we see again the power play and charging him, just making sure that he keep his shape and getting it exactly where he wanted it, bringing up a well-placed boundary.
Good comeback from McSween. It's a good contest building here between McSween and Fletcher. Look forward to the continuation of it in the next over, possibly. After 1, the Nutmeg Warriors are 10 without loss.
Yeah, 10 without loss. Good going so far. Whenever you're chasing a total, you want to get as close to the required run rate as possible. And they've gotten to 10. Run rate required just about 11. And so they're pretty much on pace, the Nutmeg Warriors.
So McSween marshalling the troops. It's not a huge total, 108. It's not a huge total by any means, but a defendable one. Aston Jackson is back on the field, still with a little limp, still showing some signs of discomfort. Amikel Dubisset with number 10 on his back. He's going to charge in from the river bank end. It's timed by Cato. Cato himself has gotten off to some good starts. He's got a couple of 30s. He would want to build on that today. He's due for a big score, Roland Cato. He's pushed on the back foot to hold his shape into position quickly. Good looking defensive stroke.
Yeah, good bowling from Dubisset, not really giving Cato the opportunity to free the arms. What I'm noticing is that the ball seemed to be seeming around a little bit more today.
Looking to go with him over mid-wicket. His intentions are very clear.
Just 1 in. Yeah, that's it.
finding it difficult to get the ball away.
Dubisset is hitting a pretty hard length. The ball not really coming through as on previous days.
These bowlers, when they see Andre Fletcher, they light up. They like the contest because Andre Fletcher is known to belt it.
Back up.
More runs again.
Pretty quiet over so far by Dubisset, just going for 2 runs. So he's doing what is necessary.
Work, boys, everywhere, boys, everywhere. Go. Stop your ball, man. Come on, man. Let me make an effort, man. Make an effort. That's your ball, in here. Cut. Yeah. Play.
So 15 without loss inside the 3rd over. They're not taking full advantage of the power play here, these Warriors. Catch! Taken! Well done! First wicket down. And Calvin Blash picks up the wicket of Roland Cato. He goes without scoring.
Yeah, Blush will be happy here. Really forced the batter to really try and force that shot, not getting underneath it, not getting over it, hitting it straight to the man there at point. Cato, who was looking set to maybe get a big score today, he has been knocking, as you said, Jason. He departs.
He goes without scoring. He would be disappointed in that. This is his first duck of the tournament. Shadrach Descartes strolls out to do his second half of the day's work. He's bowled it pretty well. He's been excellent in the field for the Nutmeg Warriors, but they need him now with the bat to stay with Andre Fletcher.
Yeah, the Warriors will depend on these two to really get them as close to home as possible. Very experienced top order by for the Nutmeg Warriors.
Press. No, let us switch.
Maybe it's a ritual by Shadrach Descartes.
Get him!
The shout of catch again. It lingered in the air for just a little bit, but eventually it went to the boundary for 4. So Calvin Blanche hitting a line here.
Yeah, luckily for Descartes, it went into the gap. It was a bit aerial for a while, but always leaving the fielder.
Faster one. So Calvin Blanche has kept these Nutmeg Warriors in check so far.
Really big over, a big over in terms of the contest.
Again. So he's done pretty well in his first over, Blanche. He's gone for 5 runs, but he's picked up the wicket of the dangerous Roland Cato, first ball. And out of those 5 runs, one was 4 that just lingered in the air through point for a little bit. And so he would be encouraged by that. I'm quite sure his captain, Preston McSween, would be saying, well done, young man.
Yeah, must give him some praises for the over that he bowled, bowling to the likes of Cato and Fletcher. Well, more so Cato and Descartes, but he's bowled a top over.
Dubisette is coming, and Dubisette is driven up. Driven up. There's a man down on the mid-off boundary. Was firmly driven, just one. Amical Dubisette in his second over only went for 3 runs in his first over. He's been very nippy. Slower delivery, picked, timed, and placed with perfection. That's 4 runs.
And that's a beautiful shot. He waited on it, got across, and placed it expertly. There was a sweeper, but he had no chance of cutting that one off.
Shadrach Descartes. Full delivery, over pitched. Just one. Badly lined too. Or maybe because it was badly lined, it didn't get the full treatment.
I think the pace was off of that delivery, really why he didn't go for more. So you give kudos to the bowler.
Full delivery, and Fletcher's onto it quickly, and Fletcher sends him on his way. That's 4 runs.
Yeah, Dubisette just struggling to get the ball down. It seems like he's looking for the Yorkers. Badly lined, and easy pickings for the likes of Andre Fletcher.
It's going down leg. Michael Dubisset would want to settle here. There's a lot at stake. They do not have a huge total to defend. Just 108. They're 29 for 1. Last ball of the power play. Turned nicely, neatly. Just one, so Andre Fletcher seeing off the dangerous Michael Dubisset at the end of the power play. Just 30 runs coming off of it. Probably was thinking that they could have gotten a few more, but 30 runs off the power play, going at 7.5 per over. They require almost twice times that.
Yeah, top spell by Dubisset. 2 overs going for 14 in the context of this match. While they have a small total, but I think he has done his part in terms of ensuring that the runs are kept to a minimal.
All right, well, 79 runs needed. 6 overs to go. And Clyde Rondell John will run you through the next 6 overs, and Cummins will be the Robin to his Batman.
So Blanche continues. Pressure on the fielder. And good recovery by Ned. Spilling it just a little bit, but was able to recover, keeping it down to 1. 31 for 1 represents a pretty okay power play. Cinnamon Pacers, they would have gotten to 40 after the power play. I do believe these two will try to bat as deep as possible. Bit fortuitous there by Descartes. Fielder's doing really well. Looking for the big shot. Blush really bowling well here this evening. This time an edge. It's up. It's up. It's going to be taken. So Blush strikes again. It's another wicket for him. And has removed the dangerous Shetrack Descartes. Bit of pressure here on the Nutmeg Warriors batting. Quite a simple chance being taken.
Well, there isn't really a momentum for Nutmeg Warriors thus far since the departure of Kito. It have not all been going for them. Fletcher still looking to find a rhythm, and losing wickets, I don't think it would help him at all.
Yeah, well, he's out there, and as long as he's out there, he's the X factor for the challengers. They will be wary of him. But so far, they've been on point. They've done what they needed to do, picked up 2 quick wickets. And now he has to reassess his position, Fletcher, and really decide when and how to approach this game that he could bring home the victory for his team.
Well, Daniel McDonald is in the wicket. He's no rabbit with the bat. And I guess Fletcher will be hoping that he can stay along with him as long as to put Nutmeg Warriors in the position that they want to be to win this game. But Blash will have a different thinking, and let's see what will happen.
Well done, Blash!
This is the batsman dealing with singles thus far. Daniel McDonald getting off the mark.
Blush has really bowled well to the left-handers in this innings. That one is dispatched by Fletcher. Really decent shot. He got on top of it, kept it down, and just with the swivel of the hands, he was able to pierce the gap, bringing up a much-needed boundary for the Nutmeg Warriors.
Yes, yes.
So it's the end of the 5th over. And at the end of the 5th over, Nutmeg Warriors are 38 for 2. Still needing to get to 71 runs to win this game. Little bit of patches on the pitch for bowlers who are trying to utilize it. I think that this is what Blash have been trying to do all along, and he have had some success in it. So we're going to see Murray.
It's cut Murray. Another spinner. I think the McSween recognizing that the slower bowlers seem to be doing a good job, has brought in Murray, who has bowled well so far in this tournament. We keep commending him on how cool and calm he is in pressurizing situations.
Well, Blash had taken 2 for 13 of his 2 overs, so this must give the captain some insight of who he should be bringing on and where he should be bringing them. A game that is still quite wide open. No one really taking that charge of the game as yet. 38 for 2.
Fletcher latches onto this one, and he's held out. He is out. Fletcher is gone. Good catch taken by Hazard. Fletcher trying to force this shot, really not into the position, and he holds out, hitting high up on the bat.
That's an excellent delivery from the young man, keeping it very close to Fletcher, knowing Fletcher is a very explosive person, not giving him the room that he needed, and Fletcher just losing it and losing his wicket. A rhythm that was not there for Fletcher at all today, as we see the new batsman is making his way in, and that is Andrew. Javan Andrew is making his way in at 39 for 3, and cut Murray taking 1 wicket thus far in his 2nd ball. So Nutmeg Warriors is under the pump for this over thus far, losing the valuable wicket of Andrew Fletcher, as Murray just looking on, and the Warriors are still not out of the game, but are pumping themselves, looking to get themselves pumped, as Murray again. Oh, a bit of misfield there, and Andrew get off the mark. He's 1. And It's still 69 runs to get for victory. The asking rate is 15.3. Taking this one off the pad. They're going to get one. Very good bowling from Murray. Not giving anything much away, keeping it tight. Andrew looking to whip this one through mid wicket, but based on the length, he made the adjustment and just push it and getting 2. He moved to 3 and the score 43 for 3. 66 runs still to get as Murray bowls again. Hitting this one in the air, falling first bounce. As the end of the 6th over. And at the end of the 6th over, Nutmeg Warriors in pursuit of 108 are 43 for 3 with 66 runs still to get. The current run rate is 7.17 and the required run rate has moved up to 16.6. Just to comparison after the from over 1 to 5, Clove, they were 60 without loss. At 1 to 5, Nutmeg Warriors at 38, lost 2 wickets, 38 runs.
Yeah, well, the Nutmeg Warriors, they are really up against it. Will need a couple smart boundaries, some good clean hitting, maybe 1-2 big overs between Andrew and McDonald could really get them back on pace. They need to go at 16.5. Very important that they do that. Hippolyte can be pretty dangerous.
Always a very cool customer. No matter what level and what stage game is, always a cool customer. That's what he is.
McDonald can't strike it, but he's gone. McDonald is gone, so another blow to the chase of the Nutmeg Warriors. Darren Hippolyte picking up the hard-hitting Daniel McDonald. He goes. McDonald goes. Another blow. 43 for 4. The pressure is on. A modest total of 109. We would make it for victory. Looking now to be a Marmot total.
Well, that's cricket. That's how it goes sometimes. If you lose the momentum, if it's not with you, it will shift. That's a good catch. Time the dive real effectively. And Donald goes, Olive comes.
Yeah, big innings will be needed by someone here to get the Warriors home. You can be the hero today, Andrew or Olive. Just one person needs to step up.
Can be depending on. It's a team game.
Next up. Tap it on.
And the wicket had played well thus far.
Yeah, behind.
Really played well all day. As I said earlier, whatever you put in, that's what you get out. And he's going to look to put in something again.
Good shot by Olive, but only for one. Challengers really hustling and bustling out there. They can feel that they have the momentum going with them. And so you're going to see them putting themselves out to make sure that they keep that momentum.
Well, getting Fletcher out, getting Discard out, getting out K2 and McDonald. You must be feeling good. You must be feeling pumped.
Andrew just looking to be cheeky there. Looking to just run it down the third man.
Working, D, working, D, working! Nothing!
This time he succeeds, but only getting it to the fielder. Olive taking off. Again, another wicket goes down. So the Clove challengers, they really have the Nutmeg Warriors in a bind.
And that is good cricket. Good cricket on the part of the fielding team. Saw the end that the danger was, and it threw it there. And Ollie just have to walk back without bothering the scores, I think. And even Andrew, he is in there. He can bat. As the run rate, required run rate now goes up to 20.
Well, it's 44 for 5. Another 65 is needed of 19 deliveries. It's going to take a cameo from someone to really get them back in. So far, the Clove challengers, they are running away with this game.
And it's a real challenge they are putting on to Nutmeg Warriors. If you're a warrior, you got to be a warrior. I don't think no one should be challenging you. But it's different here today. In the air, someone will get there. This looks so comical. The ball falling.
Let's go, guys, let's go.
Look at this again.
Attack, Murray.
In the air.
Yeah, Andrew not really getting anything behind it. It went up. It's just falling between the tree.
3. Looking at 3 big men with a small ball just falling between all 3 of the cricket. That's what cricket is. I just can't understand certain things that will happen in cricket. Game of glorious uncertainties. But he lives to fight on. It's 45 for 5. It's 64 runs yet to get. And Cut Murray is going to begin the 8th over.
Well, the spinners doing the trick here for the Clove challengers. They've really worked well together. Murray, his first over, going for 5, picking up a very important wicket of Andrew Fletcher. And since then, it's been a struggle for the Nutmeg Warriors. Andrew cuts. Man out there, just one. Will need more than once.
Got to be going for the maximum, going for the boundaries. But the bowlers are not really allowing this at this time. Murray, very discreet in what he's doing.
Moses not really making connection there, looking to swing for the fences.
Seems that the Murray is bowling the ball heavier.
Again hitting, but no sort of connection from Moses. More or less just bunting it to mid-wicket.
And the run rate continues to climb up to 25. Required.
Yeah, good bowling from Murray. Murray really just knows exactly what he wants done out there.
I think he's bowling a heavy ball. Very heavy. Look at it. Just can't get him away.
Really big effort from the Clove challengers.
So it's the end of the 8th over, and it's 48 for 5.
Yeah, really not the position that the Warriors will want to be in. I think they, looking at them at the halfway stage, they would have taken 108 and say, well, boys, we should have another victory. But the Clove challengers, they have fought and fought really well. Some really good, sensible cricket, good bowling by the spinners. I think they have done the trick.
Some good fielding also. Strategy employed by the captain, and the required run rate has gone up now to 30.
So another single.
Just what could be in the back of the batsman's mind now, where they go from here.
Yeah, well, in the minds of the batters, this is what you want. You want to see more of that.
At least he did answer.
If you are counting in fours, the Warriors can't get across the line, but if you're counting in sixes, then it's still mathematically possible for them to pull a victory.
Yeah, definitely so.
But I dare say I don't think lightning will ever strike in this hot sun, for it to strike even twice.
And it's another good delivery from Darren Hippolyte. 7 runs with 1 wicket thus far. This one is high in the air. And another one by the dust.
Well, we must commend the catching of the Clove challengers. I think they've held on to everything that went up into the air. And thus far, they really did some good work in the outfield.
Which is in contrast to that of Nutmeg Warriors, putting down a couple of them. Well, somewhere, it seems like the fat lady is getting ready for something. It will have to take a real big cameo, something out of here to really pull back this game for Nutmeg Warriors.
Yeah, it will. I think they can accept their fate. What it will be important is that the target, I think the lowest score so far in the tournament is 66 by the Bayleaf Blasters. They want to make sure that they surpass this 66. They don't want to go under that for this season. So something they need to be wary of.
So let's see how they can do so. Daryl Hippolyte still has the ball in hand. He got what? Two deliveries in this over. And after this, it just will be 12 deliveries. 6 deliveries remaining. Question is asked by the wicketkeeper. I don't think that the umpire is interested to go upstairs. But it's another good delivery from Hippolyte. Batsman swinging down a line that is just of his own. The bowler has something else different.
Regis.
A loud appeal for run out, or what will the umpire say? It seems that they're going to go upstairs for it.
Well, it seems like they're going to go to the third umpire.
So we'll have a look. In the meantime, it's 56 runs remaining to get. And they only have a 1 over and 1 ball remaining. So let's see. Oh, he has been home quite a long time ago. He had been long at home, maybe thinking of preparing for dinner this time. And yes, it's a good bit of work.
Let me go.
Or is he run out?
1, 2. Yeah. I'll cover 2.
The umpire.
So it seems like Regis survives. Really.
Third man. Who the third?
Nothing much in it anymore.
Matter.
What he
Go
can
right
do
coming left arm over the wicket here.
is to look. Oh, well, he's out.
He's out. I thought he had gone home in time for supper, but he's still on his way, making his way out of the ground into the dugout. Well, it's 7 wickets down, and it's 55 runs to get in a 6th delivery, which is totally one. I think that is impossible, making a big swing. And Preston Maxwell coming back, and there is no run. Andrew is there. He's on 7.
Not a single to the cause of the Nutmeg Warriors. Really doesn't matter whether you get it in singles or boundaries, it still wouldn't be enough. 54 needed from 4 deliveries. And Isaiah Simon, pretty diminutive figure of Isaiah Simon, gets a hit.
A game that is climaxing, surely but slowly. Clove enjoying the better part of it. I've seen some good batting from them in this low score. Devonnie Joseph had shown some class. Interestingly, when Clove batted from over number 1 to number 5, there were 60 runs without no wicket. In contrast to 1 to 5 for Warriors, 38 runs and 2 wickets. And still they can't find a boundary. Well, the evening sun seemed to have dried up all the runs that they could have scored. And but one delivery to come. One delivery to come, still 53 runs to get. Clove have really shown the Warriors that they could challenge them. It's a wide. Umpire just holding it out a little longer.
And Maxwell looking disappointed there, but clearly ball going over the shoulder of the batter.
Shoulder of the batter. Cricket, lovely cricket. We have seen 2 good cricket games here for today.
So it's all formalities now. 1 delivery to go in this, the final over for the day, and Andrew goes big and clears the boundary. Good shot, 6 runs. What a way to finish. Momentum for him. He's been there for quite some time. And he will just get his strike rate up over 100. For a long time it's been below the 100 mark, but he can take some solace as the game ends. The Nutmeg Warriors restricted to 63 for 7 in their allotment of 10 overs. I think this now represents the lowest total for the season thus far by any of the teams.
And most definitely so. Well, we have seen a very good display of cricket, a very simple cricket played by the Clove Warriors. They have been very discreet in what they have been doing. They field placing, the changing of the bowlers, and they have really played a game of cricket that really a challenge, and challenge well the Warriors, coming out victory by some 46 runs. And I think that Nutmeg Warriors will have to go and dig deep within themselves, knowing it's a very simple total. So victory to the challengers, Clove challengers, as Randall will give you some final thought as we're gonna get ready to go down for the ceremony.
Well, just to recap what has happened in this game, the Clove challengers, they batted first. They scored a total of 108, and in response, the Nutmeg Warriors, they could only chalk up 67. Major contributions: 25 from Fletcher from 17, 14 from Andrew of 13, discard 11 from 9. These are basically your scores in double figures. Bowling for the Clove challengers: Maxwin, 2 overs, 19 runs, no wickets. Dubisset, he really had 2 good overs, going off for 14. Blush really bowled well. We must say how well he has bowled. Picked up 2 key wickets. He went for 13 off his 2 overs. Cut Murray also bowling really well, picking up 1 wicket for 8 runs. And Darren Hippolyte, his 2 overs went for just 8 runs. So a pretty small total allotted or allowed by the Clove challengers. They really did well. They took all their catches. They ensured that their fielding was on point. They gave nothing away. And they have turned up victors in this game. We must mention the batting of the opener for today, that of Aston Jackson. He really got them off to a flyer, along with Hazard, who has shown that he's in good form. Joseph Devoni, Joseph Smith came in and really played a nice little cameo just to cement the score for the Clove challengers. So we had a really exciting day of cricket. Day number 6 has come to an end, and we're going to look forward to another exciting day tomorrow. I can tell you for certain, the Nutmeg Warriors, they have to put this loss behind them, and they have to come raring for another knock tomorrow. They will come up against the Cinnamon Pacers, a really big matchup. Cinnamon Pacers versus the Nutmeg Warriors. That's game number 1 that we will bring to you live from the Las Vegas playing field. And in game number 2, we will see the struggling Bayleaf Blasters. They will come up against the Saffron Strikers. So definitely 2 games to look forward to. The Bayleaf Blasters, they would want to get themselves, some bit of momentum going into this season. They haven't really gotten some momentum. The Saffron Strikers, they've had a start-stop affair so far, and so a lot is expected of them. They need to bounce back and, just get some momentum into as they go forward into the other games. Want to make sure that, they can get themselves at least within the top 4. So 2 teams that have something to prove, the Blasters and the Strikers. So Really nice matchup, game number 1. You have the hard-hitting Regis Saint Hilaire and the disciplined bowling performance from the Cinnamon Pacers. I think they are the team that has really put themselves out there. We just going to take a minute. We're going to get down to Jason. Jason is on the field, and we're going to do the man of the match presentation.
All right, well, thank you very much, Clyde Rondell John. Yes, we're down on the field, and we're getting ready for the man of the match presentation, and it's no surprise the Clove Challengers won the match, a very good encounter between them and the Nutmeg Warriors. The man of the match, Haston Jackson. He's going to receive his trophy from Ms. Keisha Belfon. She's the administrative assistant at the Grenada Cricket Association. And once he's done with that, he's going to come on over here. Haston Jackson, you were pretty explosive, batting inside the power play. You went and you opened up the innings, a good knock of 45. Talk to us about that.
First of all, I want to thank my coach, Chai George, for being there with me right through, and I just go out there, play my game, and I come out on top.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see you opening the innings to begin with, but I heard you saying you like to bat inside the power play. You're an explosive kind of batter. You like to feel the ball coming on.
Well, I know I can pick the length very fast, and I just go out there and play shots, and the team back me, and I just go out there and do what I have to do.
All right, well, thank you very much. You've been good in the field as well, but congratulations one more time. Haston Jackson, man of the match, yeah?
Thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, now let's bring in Roland Cato. Roland Cato, he was on the short end of the stick this afternoon. The Nutmeg Warriors falling short. 108, Roland, maybe about what, 15, 20 runs short, you think?
Yeah. When we went out there, we was hoping to bowl them under 100, and even though they got 108, we had the belief in our team that we would have chased it down. It was a pretty good wicket, but I just think that they bowled really well and they played better cricket than us today.
Yeah, they batted first and they scored 100. You did, in fact, say that you want to get them, keep them under 100. Haston Jackson, he was particularly aggressive with the bowling. I mean, he struck some pretty clean blows.
Yeah, I think that they come out with a plan, and their plan basically outdoors today, because there was like 60 something in like 5 overs without a loss. So I think that kudos to them. Played the better cricket today, and I think that they deserve to win.
All right, when is your next game?
I'm playing tomorrow
Against?
Cinnamon Pacers.
All right, so you've got Cinnamon Pacers tomorrow, and we wish you all the best. All right, Roland Cato?
All right, thanks.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let's bring in the winning captain, Preston McSween. Preston McSween, Roland Cato did in fact said that at the start when we did the toin course that he wanted to keep you guys under 100. You got to 108. You thought that was a challenge in total, or you thought you fell just a little short?
Well, the wicket started to 8, so the scores would lessen. So based on that total that we actually made, I was kind of confident going inside there with my 3 spinners. So I would have wanted more, but I'm happy with what I got, to the result that I got today as well.
All right, yeah, you guys have been very nippy in the field, running around, very agile and taking quick wickets. You limited Cato and Andre Fletcher in particular. That must have been a good feeling for you.
Of course, that's two of the most experienced campaigners in T10 and T20 cricket. So to get them early, is a blessing. So I will take this blessing today and give my team this victory, because it was a well put together team performance today.
When is your next one?
I think it's the day after tomorrow.
All right, then you're coming up against?
Not sure.
Not sure, but you're going to be ready for whoever it is.
Of course, we come to play cricket.
We come to play cricket.
We come to play cricket.
All right, well, congratulations, Clove Challengers, Preston McSween, the captain, and we wish you all the best moving forward, yeah?
Thank you.
All right, well, that does it for us down here at the presentation ceremony. The Clove Challengers beating the Nutmeg Warriors in a low-scoring encounter, I think. But all the rest, cricket was cricket, and cricket was lovely. Thanks a lot. We see you tomorrow again. 2 more explosive, exciting matches right here at the Last Just Playing Field in St. David's. Until then, have yourselves a good evening, everybody.
All right, well, thank you very much, Jason, as we bring an end to the broadcast for today. Stay with us tomorrow. Tune in from 12:30. We're going to have all the action for you. And the guys here at TNR Communications, we say a big thank you. The Grenada Cricket Association Dream 11 T10 Tournament 2024. See you guys tomorrow.